So ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do right now is go ahead and close out of all of your other tabs to give this your full, undivided attention for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, however long it takes me to get through this. This is not going to be flashy, but this is going to work. In fact, if you think at any moment that I have wasted your time with this particular video, I'm going to leave my Instagram handle below and I'm going to get you to send me a message saying, Montel, send me 50 bucks right now for wasting my time. You wasted my time with that last video, send me 50 bucks and I will send you over 50 bucks for wasting your time. I am that deadly serious about this. Go ahead, try me. I am not going to waste anybody's time. That's why I know that this video is going to be one of the greatest videos I put onto YouTube. So what I want you to do is, again, close out of all tabs, focus on this. Stop thinking you need this AI stuff and this thing and this. You're running around like a headless chicken. All you need to do is lock in on this one video, give this your full attention, close out of all the other tabs, turn off your TikTok brain for a second and just lock in on this. I'm going to show you how to scale from literally 0 to 10 grand in the next 30 days flat, and with proof as well of multiple people doing this. And all you've got to do is follow these steps. Again, this is not going to be pretty, but it is going to work. This is going to be the most important thing you focus on this next 12 months. I am telling you, if you put the work in on this, you will make money. If you don't make money with this, honestly, I don't know how to help you. You might as well unsubscribe right now, because I don't even know what else to tell you. I don't know if anything else will work for you. That's how deadly serious this is going to be. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into this video because we're gonna be jumping straight into my computer. So hopefully you can see my computer right now. So 10 grand in 30 days. I'm gonna show you how to do that and how to achieve that literally with no BS, with actual proof, so you can actually go ahead. Now, in my personal opinion, there is nothing more important than learning what I'm about to break down to you in this video. Seriously, I've tried everything to make money online, and this, what I'm about to show you, takes the cake. So please close out of any of your tabs and pay attention, because your future literally depends on what I'm about to say. This video is either going to make you or break you. And I'm telling you, the people that can stick through this for free, this is stuff that I literally put in paid programs, and you would literally have to pay multiple thousands of pounds or dollars, whatever your currency is, for other coaches to learn this stuff. I am literally not even joking, and I'm gonna give you this for free. Now, your literal future depends on this. Now, let's first of all get into why I'm even making this video. So I see a lot of people, right, trying to start some sort of business and make money online. The reason why they're trying to make money online is so they can free themselves, free their family, look after their family, pay off debts, quit the 9-to-5 job, travel the world, do all that good stuff, right? And then they look into all these different business models and they come across the same conclusions, which is you either do like drop shipping, e-commerce, crypto, the same cliche business models. Then they eventually get into SMA, because SMA is actually a solid business model. Not just SMA, just running some sort of service-based business online. I believe all beginners should start there, although it's a little bit saturated if you go the cold outreach route. In fact, I think that keeps you broke. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, here's a message as to what kind of prompted me to make this particular video. So this guy basically popped up to me on Instagram this was literally yesterday at the time of recording this, and I just asked him, like, he's asking me about my program and all this cool stuff and blah 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 blah. He's thinking about enrolling and all that good stuff. And I just put to him, before I even get into that, bro, how are you actually getting clients right now for this agency / service-based business that you're running? This guy, right, runs a Facebook ads agency, and he goes, the entire business has been built off referrals and word of mouth. We've only started looking at ads to build our own pipeline very recently. It's looking like running lead form ads and a bunch of go high level automations to get clients. And I was just sat there, and I keep saying this to you guys. I think it is so ironic that Facebook ad agencies don't use Facebook ads to get clients for their own Facebook ads services. That is literally insanity. That is like being a fat personal coach or personal trainer. Honestly, it does not make sense to me. How are you selling? That's like trying to teach somebody how to drive or teach them how to drive, and you don't even know how to drive yourself. And I know that referrals are important, but they're not scalable, nor are they predictable. I call this hope marketing. In fact, this guy is in my DMs now because he's lost 2 clients. As you can see, we've had 2 huge clients leave over the past couple of months, and I need to go balls deep on new business development. So this guy has come to the same conclusion, and I see thousands of agency owners come to, or people that are just trying to start making that money, that first sort of money online. They think relying on referrals or cold outreach or this thing or that thing is going to get them past that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50K per month mark. And I'm here to tell you, when your referrals dry up, when the word of mouth dries up and you lose one client, now you're in fucking panic mode. This guy's in fucking panic mode asking me for shit. You see what I'm trying to say? He's DMing me now. He's like, yo, how's your program? Does your program work? I'm like, yo, bro, slow down. How are you even getting clients right now? I'm not even pitching him anything. He's pitching me. I can see where he's going. I can see I wouldn't say desperation, but I can see that he's in a little bit of a panic mode. And I see this time and time again to the point where I'm starting to sound like a broken record on these friggin' YouTube videos. So let's jump straight into this. So instead of doing what he's doing, what I want you to do is follow this video. So I'm gonna give you some proof of people actually getting past that 10K per month mark, 20K per month mark in 30 days or less. Here's Knox, a literal 17-year-old. I've shown you this particular case study before. If you haven't, if you're new around here, I'll just throw it on the screen one more time. This guy right here is a 17-year-old, right? Came to me with no offer, no real niche, didn't really have a solid niche. So I helped him with his niche, helped him with his offer, helped him generate traffic. And I was able to help this guy go from literally zero with this new type of side business, consulting / done with you, done for you type thing. And he's basically set up this funnel, what we like to call the CSL funnel. I'll explain all this in a second, but the end premise is this. 17-year-old comes to me, needs to make money online, panicking, did cold outreach for months, didn't get any clients, did all the things that your favorite gurus tells you to do. None of that works. We're not in 2018 anymore. This guy comes to me, we start leveraging ads, very, very rudimentary ads. He spends $987 on ads over a period of 15-ish days, so $65 a day. He books 24 calls in, which results in him paying $41 on Facebook ads. For every $41 he spends on Facebook and Instagram ads, he brings back one qualified booked call. As you guys know, this whole industry, selling services online, selling high ticket stuff online, needs to be done over the phone. When I say over the phone, I mean like a Google Meets or a Zoom call. That's what I mean by over the phone. So the whole premise of scaling some sort of business and making money online is you've got to offer a service and you've got to get a bunch of book calls on a calendar so you can sell people on that said service. This guy did not make money for a very long time. I think he did 6 months of cold outreach, did not make any money from cold outreach. Not even a single penny. Comes to me, tells me about how he spent X amount of dollars, multiple thousands of dollars on a mentorship program that taught him cold outreach, got nothing. Came to me, installed a simple funnel for him. In the first 15 days of running this at 17 years old, he closes 3 clients at 3K each. One of them was a split pay, so technically it was about I think it was actually about 9.5K, excuse me. So it was 3K, and then I think it was like 3.5K the last one. So it ended up being 9.5K in 15 days flat, which is even quicker than what I've explained to you over the next 30 days on how you're going to go about doing this for yourself. Proof number 1. Oh, by the way, that's Knox right there. Knox then updated the group 13 days ago, so two weeks ago. Your boys just wanted to share a quick win from a mistake I made. I wasted $500 on an offer that was $500 on a separate offer. He tried to start a separate offer and he basically took his first offer, which he spent $2,000 on Facebook ads, right? Spent $2,000 on Facebook ads. Brought him back 12.5K in about 15-ish days. I believe he's counting from the day he closed his first client to the day he got to 12.5K. I believe that's why he said the same date twice. I think in total though is about 23 days in total. So 0 to 12.5K in literally 23 days with a brand new offer, brand new niche at 17 years old. All online, all inbound. He's basically saying if it isn't broke, don't fix it. So he tried to change the offer. I said, don't do that. He had this conversation with me, had a back and forth. I sent him over a Loom video inside the community and I said, Knox, go back to your original offer. And now he's gone back to being able to book calls in at $20 cost per book call, which is insane. Meaning you guys right now are struggling to book meetings, just like Tamino here. I believe I'm pronouncing his name right. This is a 16-year-old, excuse me. So that was a 17-year-old called Knox. Here's a 16-year-old, Tamino. Lorenz. First 3 hours of running the CSL funnel. The CSL funnel, honestly, I wouldn't even say it's nothing special, but it's very smart in how it works. The psychology behind it and just the way people want to book in calls. And I'll explain it in a second. You know what? Pause here. I'm just going to explain it in a second and you guys can see everything. How about that? Okay, cool. So some more proof. Tamino, 16 years old. This was literally 4 days ago. I only saw this post in the community, literally, I think it was like yesterday or the day before. First call scheduled for €7, which is about $9, maybe $11, something like that, $9 to $11. We'll call it $11. So his first $11 being spent, which is like a McDonald's Happy Meal, a drink, and a frigging cookie from McDonald's, right? He's booking in qualified calls on his calendar. And he said himself, again, 16-year-old, already booked more calls from the CSL funnel in the first 3 hours of running it than I have in the last 2 months of doing cold outreach. Lol. I have been saying this for literally years. I can guarantee you right now that if we was to set up the CSL funnel for whatever bit, it doesn't even matter what business you're running. This is the best thing about it. You could be selling coaching. You could be selling consulting. You could be selling an agency service. You could be selling a high ticket course. It does not matter. This is the real secret of making money online. I call it digital persuasion or digital leverage. It's the same shit. It's your ability to put out pieces of marketing material that gets your offer seen and it persuades thousands of people per day to either book in a call with you or buy your things all day, every day without you needing to touch it. You produce the work one time, you set it, you pay the algorithm, or you can do it organically. I don't recommend it though, because it takes like 6 years to build up a YouTube channel. So I don't recommend going that way, or it takes months of posting, which is a little bit annoying. I'd rather you just start doing what these guys are doing. These guys don't have big brands online. They don't have big email lists. They don't have a big audience. They don't have social media clout. These are not mini Iman Gadgets with like 2 million, 5 million, 6 million friggin' subscribers on YouTube. These are just regular dudes, 16 and 17-year-olds. What experience do you think you have at 16 or 17? So I don't want to hear your excuses anymore. It's bullshit. Cut it out. Cut it out. These guys are no different to you or from you. He's already booked more calls in the last 2 months in just 3 hours. Here's Jibril. I have a great problem, Montel. I'm getting too many book calls. Then he explains that he's got one ad set running 2 ads inside of the ad set. We're currently spending $150 a day. You don't have to spend that, by the way. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, I gotta spend $150. No. Tamino's spending like $30 a day, $20 a day. Start with about $20 to $30 a day. That alone will outperform everything you've been doing for the last 6 months. I can guarantee it. If you want to argue with me, jump in my Instagram DMs right now. Go below. Tell me how many book calls you've set. If it's anything less than 60 calls you're booking per week, I don't want to hear your noise. If you're booking less than 60 book calls per week, I don't want to hear your noise. Then I'm going to send you a link of me actually booking anywhere between 40 to 60 book calls per week, sometimes 80 book calls per week. If it's less than that, you have no right to talk shit. So I'm getting tired of this shit now. So CSL funnel is cooking, 7-day update. Thank you, my brother. Now I understand why in the video you said you will never be able to beat the CSL funnel. So I sent him over a Loom video explaining like, yo, I don't think you're ever gonna be able to beat this funnel that we've got running. You just can't. 7 days into that, he says, Montel, thank you, bro. Now I understand why in the video you said that. Because nothing's beating the CSL funnel. There is no way I'm speaking to 20 plus people each week and don't close at least 4 clients a month. He's booking 20 calls a week. If you're booking anywhere between 1 to 2 calls a month, I'm telling you, it's probably because you're doing cold outreach. I already know you're probably booking about 6 meetings max a month. Think about it. Comment below, how many meetings did you actually set and take last month? And then ask yourself, is that really substantial enough to get myself to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50K a month? If the answer is no, well, there's your problem right there. That is your problem. You're not booking calls. You're literally not booking calls. So I'll leave some of these on the screen for you. Oh wait, we haven't got to J yet. Look at this. £500 spent on ads, brought back £15,000, which is about 20 grand-ish USD. This is another record of ours. $18 a pop per call, broke even on his ads in like 5 to 6 days. Then what Jay realized was the CSL funnel that I taught him to get clients for his own business, because again, I don't know what it is with agency owners. They'll go around calling Iman Gadji a scam for selling a course on SMMA, because he no longer runs an SMMA, but then you go and ask an agency owner how you go get clients, and they'll be like, oh, we rely on referrals and word of mouth. So it's like, you don't even practice what you preach, yet you've got the audacity to talk about Iman Gadji. What kind of fucking hypocrisy is that? Jesus Christ. So £500 spent on ads, 15K made back in 7 days, record. Absolutely insane. You guys can pause here to read this, but this is a 30x ROI on this same funnel. So Jay realized the power of this same funnel and said, not only am I getting clients for my own agency with this, but I'm just gonna go and offer this to my clients as my agency service. How crazy is that? The guy saw the potential in it. He said, yo, I'm getting clients for my own business, for my own marketing agency with this funnel. Wait a minute, this funnel's so good, I could probably offer this as my main service. And guess what? There's no need to create all this crazy, elaborate AI infrastructure things that sound cool but don't actually do anything. I'm hearing people talk about all this AI stuff, right? And I'm like, okay, but how does that actually make your clients money? And they can't even tell me. They're dumbfounded. They're like, I'll ask them, like, what are you doing with AI? They'll say all this cool, it sounds really cool, but it's all jargon and empty words. And I'm like, okay, but how much did that actually make your clients last month? They can't even tell me. They literally cannot even tell me. So it's not about all this AI stuff. You just need a simple funnel, simple traffic, simple book call system, book calls in on your calendar, get good at sales and close. Now let's actually break that down a little bit further. So here's what I'm gonna teach you in today's video. Number one, I'm gonna show you how to pick a niche, come up with an offer, price that offer, and then I'm gonna show you how to get consistent traffic. Seems as you guys wanna do cold outreach thinking it's cool. Can't even believe that's even a conversation in 2024. We're almost in 2025. You'll grow up, man. Then I'm gonna show you exactly how you set up the CSL funnel, what steps you actually need. And then I'm gonna show you how you get good at sales, how to take a sales call, and then closing and how to take payments. So this is gonna be like a mini course within itself. So the last video you need to watch. It's literally the last video you need to watch. So let's jump straight into this. I've got proof, statistics, all that good stuff coming right up. So let's get this out of the way. Right, guys, so let's talk about your niche, your offer, and your pricing. If you're a complete beginner, right, you're going to need a specific niche that has a specific pain problem that needs a solution for that. Typically, it's going to be making a business owner more money in business. Simple as that. You don't need all this fancy AI and elaborate stuff. You just literally need to be able to tell a business owner, look, if you pay me 3 grand, I'll bring you back 30 grand. Your pricing should reflect a 10x return. I repeat that, your pricing should reflect a 10x return. If you can't make somebody 100 grand, you can't be charging 10 grand. I know you guys want to be charging this stupidly high ticket stuff, but I'm telling you, the reason why you feel uncomfortable charging that sort of stuff is because you know your service is not worth it. Your service is worth it when the person on the other end receives a 10x return. There are people that, for example, that have bought a program from me or coaching from me, and they've literally gone on, like, well, you just saw some a second ago, gone on to make 12.5K in the first, 23 days, 15 days, 9K in 15 days, and then 12.5K in 23 days. See what I'm trying to say? You've got to have an income outcome based pricing structure. It's got to be priced on value, AKA how much money can you make this person? So it needs to be a specific niche with a specific pain problem. I can't tell you what niche to pick. You've got to do your own research. Use AI for this. You know, you can actually use AI for stuff like this. You know, what niches are the best in 2025 for running a marketing agency? Go type that into friggin' ChatGPT. Come out with a list, and you've got a list now. You need a specific promise result that sounds unique. For example, we will generate you 100 leads in the next 30 days using our ABC system, or you don't pay. Very, very specific. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not all this jargon like AI infrastructure, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, what the hell is that? How does that equate to making them a 10x return? See what I'm trying to say? It needs to be very specific, especially when you're talking to cold traffic, because cold traffic don't owe you shit. They will swipe straight past your ads, or if you're doing cold outreach, which I don't think you should, because if you are, you're a sucker. But they will swipe straight past that as well. It needs to get straight to the point. It needs to be very clear cut. So you need a very specific number-orientated outcome and time frame. For example, outcome is we'll generate you 100 leads. Time frame, 45 days. If we don't do that, you get a full refund and we wire you over $500, for example. Here's a better example for you. So your niche, for example, could be fitness coaches. That's how specific it is. It's not just coaches, it's fitness coaches. So that's already one layer deeper. It's not just coaches, it's not just online coaches, it's online fitness coaches, for example. I help online fitness coaches land 5 high ticket clients in 30 days or they don't pay. That could be what you put in your Instagram bio. That's now your marketing angle, your thing that you do. By the way, just so you know, I think this is going to be something that comes up in the future. Because everybody is offering a guarantee, you might start being able to get away with what you call an anti-guarantee, an anti-guarantee. And the reason why I say that is because I'm seeing, again, if you're in a saturated niche, I'm seeing a lot of people say the same things. I'll get you X in a certain time frame, and if we don't get you that, you don't pay, and we give you a full refund for wasting your time. That's getting a little bit overplayed now. Still think it's got a little bit of juice and squeeze left in it for 2024, 2025. But I think, maybe midway between, probably like mid 2025, it's gonna start really dying out. So I'm just thinking in the future that you could start eventually doing this. You can start calling out in your ads. Let's say you run an ad or you send cold outreach. Again, I don't know why you'd be doing cold outreach. It absolutely sucks. But you can start getting into what you call anti-guarantees now. You can literally start mocking or throwing stones at people that offer these ridiculous guarantees. You can literally be like, hey, if you're a fitness coach, I'm not gonna guarantee you the world like these other crappy agencies and crappy gurus. That alone is going to perk people's ears up because they've heard it over and over and over and over again. So it happens in every market. Sometimes there's ebbs, and then sometimes there's flows, and then there's ebbs and flows. Basically, it goes up and then comes down. So the trend right now is that everybody's offering a guarantee. What's going to end up happening is, and I know this is going to happen because it's just the only way it can be. If something goes up, it must come down. If guarantees are all up right now, guess what's going to happen? Someone's going to come around and start talking about, oh, I'm not going to guarantee you this crappy stuff, like all these crappy agencies. These guys can't even keep their promises anyway. What I can do for you though is I'm going to get you this, 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 and this. That sounds interesting. You just click the link, and if you're tired of all these gurus promising you the world and under-delivering, book in. Or these agencies promising you the world and they can't even deliver, book in. So the rise of the anti-guarantee is coming very, very soon. I'm telling you, if it hasn't already. Again, your pricing needs to be at least 10x. And I always recommend when you're starting off as a beginner, don't start with trying to offer some sort of coaching program or a digital product. So I know that you guys know, if you've been watching any of my videos, that I am a big advocate for coaching, consulting, digital products. The reason for that is because I think they're more scalable than offering a agency service. However, what I've noticed is a lot of people can't start a coaching business right off the bat, or a digital product right off the bat, or info products right off the bat, or consulting right off the bat. And the reason for that is because they simply just don't know enough about a certain topic yet, because they simply are working 9 to 5, clocking in, clocking out, just got into the online space, just want to make their first 10 grand. If that's you right now, what else are you gonna do than offer a service? That's the only thing you can do, is offer your time by offering a service, and it's completely done for you. That's the best, most attractive thing you can offer if you're a complete beginner, with a guarantee attached to it. Insane. I definitely would recommend sticking to that. That's the only thing you can offer. You can't offer a digital product. No one's gonna buy it. You can literally try and copy my digital products word for word. You can go to Iman Gadgets, buy his products, copy them word for word, the literal exact same videos. No one's gonna buy. Why? Because you don't have traffic, you don't have trust, you don't have reputation, and you don't have the knowledge. It's as simple as that. So you've got to start with a done for you service. How is somebody working in a call center that's 2 years into call center and they're miserable at the age of, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23? How are they going to just come out with a coaching program? Coaching on what exactly? See what I'm trying to say? They've not. I think coaching is like the second business you start. You start the first thing, and then you coach on that thing that you've done. I think that's how it's supposed to go. See what I'm trying to say? So let's jump back into this. Pricing needs to be at least 10x less than what you can bring a client back. For example, if someone works with you for 6 months, for example, and they have a decent retention rate and a high customer or client lifetime value, which basically means how much they make from one client over that lifetime. Let's say it's, gym membership, and I'm not going to say gym memberships, but this is an easy way to explain it. If a gym membership is $100 and somebody stays on for 12 months, then that person particularly obviously makes $1,200. You see what I'm trying to say? Over a period of 12 months. That's the easiest way to think of it. So let me give you a better example. Let's say you work with a online fitness coach, and they sell a coaching program, right? And they make $2,000 per one client, and you bring them 30 clients. You've literally just made them 60 grand. So yes, in that particular case, you could charge up to 6 grand for that because they're getting a 10x return. Nobody is going to complain about a 10x return, which is why I always focus on charging or telling you guys to charge at least 10x less than what you think you can hypothetically bring back. I'll give you another example. If you help solar companies get free solar installs in 30 days and they're all worth like 10K each, you just made them 30 grand in a month. So now it warrants you being able to charge them 3 grand a month because you're making them 10x more. You can't just start charging 10 grand for some crappy service if you're not bringing them back 100 grand. You know what I'm trying to say? You've got to be pricing in proportion to what you can bring back. And by the way, yes, solar is actually a very good friggin' niche to get into. So wink, wink, if you're watching this, I do recommend looking into the solar industry because each friggin' the typical solar installation job for a solar company is literally around £7,000 over here in the UK, which I think is even more in America because you guys' houses are way bigger than the average house over in the UK, and you guys earn more per your job. So I'm definitely guessing it's about 10 grand per solar install, probably even a little bit more than that. So if you get them free solar installs a month, you've literally made them 12 grand times 3, it's like 36 grand. Now you can start charging 3.6K a month for that. So my recommendation is you must get to a point where you're comfortable charging at least, if you're gonna go for this, guys, go for a niche that has a high customer lifetime value, so you can charge at least 1.5K minimum for. And you've got to be able to retain clients for at least 4 months at that particular price. It's better, obviously, if you can charge 2K and keep them on for 3 months, because now you've got to work less hard. Although I'm not saying have a bad service, by the way. I'm not saying have a bad service, but you've got to get to a point where you know your stuff so well. Watch hundreds of YouTube videos, read books, use AI, figure it out as you go along. Literally, it's not that difficult to. And I always recommend sticking with some sort of money-making service. It has to be a service that makes people money directly. That's how you charge these bigger numbers when you first get started out. It's the easiest sell. Think about it. It's very hard to sell someone on this AI infrastructure thing if you don't explain what the actual outcome is going to be. But if you say, look, we are going to get you from, you're at 20 grand right now to 60 grand in the next 30 days, by installing this system that's going to allow you to generate this many leads in this time frame for this much per lead. So technically you're going to be putting $1 into our system and bringing back out $7, hypothetically speaking. Then a person starts thinking, okay, logically that actually makes sense. What I'm trying to say is this: it's easy to sell $5 at $1. Sell a $5 bill at $1. Always remember that. Sell a $10 bill at $1. That's even better example because obviously we're trying to get a 10x return. Sell $10 bills for $1 is what I'm trying to say here. Now that we've got your niche offer and pricing down, and again, your pricing needs to be at the very minimum, in my opinion, at least 1.5K. If it's below, and this is only for your first like 1 client to 2 clients. And the reason for that is because number one, you should be offering a service that brings a much more value than that. So you could charge, bring them at least 15K. Number 2 is your offer won't really work well with ads if you don't charge more than that. Because acquisition, I believe Dan Kennedy said this, or one of the great advertisers in our space, I think it was Dan Kennedy or Frank Kern, it might have been Frank Kern, that said, he who can spend more to acquire a customer will always win. And it's so friggin' true. Which brings me on to traffic. You need to be able to generate consistent traffic. If you can't do this, you're not going to get consistent book calls. So I want to put this out there. The business model, right, / your offer is not actually the thing that's going to get you rich or make you money. It's actually your ability to drive traffic to that said offer that's actually going to make you money. I'll give you an example. If 1,000 people in your niche that are ideal see your offer per day, all day, every day, do you really reckon you'd be broke? Like, let's say you actually have a somewhat decent offer. This is good proof right here. Let's say you have a somewhat decent offer. It's within your market's needs. That's what they want. That's what they desire. It's actually what they need as well. This is the problem that they're suffering with. It's priced relatively decently, competitively. But now let's say you take that and 10 people see it a day versus another guy that gets that same offer seen by 1,000 people a day. Obviously the person with 1,000 people seeing that same offer is always going to win. And I'm here to tell you that this is the big secret of making money online. Question: why do you think Iman Gadzhi is so friggin' rich? I'll tell you why right now. I'll tell you why Iman Gadzhi is so rich. It's because a bunch of people come across his offers every single day, all day, every day. He has what you call digital persuasion, like times 10. He has what you call digital leverage, meaning Iman Gaji has the ability to put out a single video on his friggin' YouTube channel, right? And that one video will be seen by 100,000, 200, 300, 400, 500,000, a million, 2 million, 5 million people. He has the links in the description, so he's getting clicks. So my new little phrase for you is this: chase clicks, not clients. This is the big secret. This is why I've come out with the whole program, Client Synthesizer, because it's teaching you how to digitally persuade thousands of people per day with one piece of work, even if you're a frigging beginner and don't have much money for ads. That is the biggest, most crucial, life-changing skill you can ever learn. It's what made me and got me my first agency client. It's what got me my first coaching client. It's what got me my first digital product sale. So guess what? It doesn't even matter what business model you're in. Digital persuasion, or your ability to persuade people digitally online to get them to click, to get them to buy, to get them to book in a call, to get them to read your copy, to sign up to your email newsletter, that is the skill that makes you money. It's not the business model. Thinking you're just gonna start an agency and come up with a really cool guarantee, you think that's gonna make you money? No. This is why you keep going round in circles trying to come up with different offers and different niches, and you keep niche hopping and offer switching. Realistically, what's happening is you don't know how to get clicks. If you knew how to get clicks, you could tell relatively quickly if your offer's hot or not. But because you don't know how to get clicks, you're thinking it's your offer, and you're coming to a inaccurate conclusion. That's an inaccurate conclusion right there, because what's actually happening is you could technically already have a decent offer. For example, I'll help you get 6 clients for your online fitness coaching business in the next 30 days, or you don't pay, and we wire you over $1,000. It's a very strong offer. Very strong offer. It's a bit cliche, but it's a strong offer, nonetheless. The problem though is that you don't have traffic that's seeing that offer all day, every day. So you think, oh, my offer's not working. No, actually, it's because it's your traffic that's not working. The offer's good, your traffic's not. See what I'm trying to say? Not getting enough clicks in that. So I call this big thing here, digital persuasion. And again, my job on this whole YouTube channel now, going forwards, is to not sell you on a business model. I think that's stupid. Selling you on a business model is dumb. Although I do have to admit that if you're a complete beginner, you've technically kind of got to start with a service, because what are you going to do? Offer coaching? What the fuck are you going to coach on? You know what I mean? The premise is this though. I've got to sell you on the idea that you're not going to get clients if you don't get clicks. And here's the craziest thing. That's not even an idea. That's just straight facts. You will not get clients if you don't get booked calls. You don't get booked calls if people don't see your offer. And you don't get people to see your offer by sending like cold outreach. You can try it if you want to, but I'm telling you, you will end up like Tamino, who did 2 months of cold outreach, got 0 book calls. Not even a single book call. He runs ads, spends €7 on his ads, $9, $11, whatever that is, books in calls in his first 3 hours. 3 hours of time saved him 2 months worth of work. Insane. So chase clicks, not clients. Cold outreach is pretty much the biggest scam in the online business space. I'm not even joking. If anyone tells you to do cold outreach, just turn them off. In fact, yeah, turn them off unless they say these specific words. Cold outreach is only for you if you literally have 0 money, not even $20 a day for ads. Then fair enough. You kind of have to just go through cold outreach because it's free. But guess what? Just because it's free doesn't mean it's good. I repeat that one more time. Just because it's free doesn't mean it's good. And just because it's free doesn't mean you should focus on it. Also, because it's free, how much competition do you think there's really going to be? A lot. Exactly. That's why Frank Kern and Dan Kennedy say the words, I believe it's one of those two, he who can spend the most amount of money to acquire one customer and still be profitable wins. Why do you think all your favorite gurus are running ads right now? Alex Hormozi is going crazy with school game ads right now. He's literally going crazy with school game ads right now. I know you've seen them. Iman Gaji launching his event the other day or whatever it was. Going crazy with ads. Everyone seems to be running ads except you. So I'm trying to say. Now, and oh, by the way, the only other exception that cold outreach beats ads is if you're literally going after like a Fortune 500 company and you're looking for the CFO of the company or the CMO of the company or something like that. And you've really got to be specific with who you're headhunting with. So you're aiming for like a very specific person. If that's the case, I personally would use something like LinkedIn and then try cold email. LinkedIn, honestly, I prefer it over cold email. No one likes cold email, to be honest with you. Or cold calls, obviously. Cold calls, cold email, that sort of stuff. That's when I would use cold traffic. If I'm looking for somebody very, very specific, like the CMO of a Fortune 500 company. See what I'm trying to say? That's when I would use cold outreach, because then you can obviously headhunt for people. However, a much better way, if you're in any other niche, pretty much every other niche under the friggin' sun, barring maybe a handful, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna think that you're in that handful, and I'm here to tell you you're not. However, a much better way would be to follow what my students are doing. They're using meta ads, which is Facebook and Instagram ads that take you maybe an hour, 2 hours max to set up. I'll give you 3 hours to set these up. There's no way it's gonna take you 3 hours to record one 60-second video and then 5 hooks to put on that same 60-second video. There's no way that's gonna take you 3 hours to do that. Why would that take you 3 hours? You know what I mean? They're using meta ads and they're spending anywhere between $30 to $150 a day. And again, I know that you're gonna be like, oh my God, Montel, I don't have $150. Start with $30 a day. Start with $30 a day. If you don't have $30 a day, literally get a job. I know it's not what you want to hear. I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything like that. I know times are hard and money is scarce, but you've got to be able to invest in your own business if you want to make it out. Is $30 a day worth it for you to being able to make 10 grand, 12 grand in the next 15, 30 days? Of course it is. Also, just so you know as well, and you can literally fact check this one. Setting up ads is easier than setting up Lemlist. It's quicker than setting up Lemlist and Instantly.ai. You know, Lemlist is just a cold email automation tool. Instantly.ai is as well. To set those things up, you need like a bunch of burner domains. So you have to buy the burner domains, and you have to warm each one of those burner domains up using the warm-up features. Then you've got to go scrape a bunch of lists of leads. Then you've got to get a personalized first line writer or some AI to do that for you. You've got to do all this crap. By the time you've done that and you've waited 14 days for your domains to set up, we've had students in their first 3 hours set up ads and book calls. In the first 7 days, I'm having people telling me, yo, getting 20 people booking on a call in a week. At this particular, whilst this particular student, Gibril here, is pulling in 20 book calls, you'd be halfway to just warming up your email. So by the time you've not even got your email warmed up, this guy had already booked in 20 calls. Here's Knox. 15 days in. So you would have had 1 day into sending cold emails. This is what's going to happen if you don't listen to this video. You're going to go do cold outreach. You're going to go warm up your email domains. You're going to spend 14 days warming them up. And in that 14 days, I could have literally showed you how to run these ads, booking in 24 calls, taking those 24 calls and close 3 clients at 3K each. You would have just finished warming up your email domain. No cold outreach has even been sent yet. You'd be on day 1 of sending cold outreach out. Way behind. Way behind. And again, these ads run all day, every day without you. So setting up ads, honestly, is objectively easier than setting up Lemlist, Instantly.ai. And I can guarantee you that my system, so the CSL system, will outperform everything you've ever tried to book calls and close clients in the last 6 months in the first 1 to 2 weeks. I'm not joking. If you don't believe me, DM me right now. DM me the word guarantee, and we'll have a race. We will literally have a race. We'll document it if you want to. I'll go live if you want to, and I'm guaranteeing you I will outperform it. Anything that you do. There is nothing you can do right now to beat me. Nothing. That's why I can give this all away to you guys, because I know that you're never gonna beat me. You're never gonna beat my students. Never. There is not a funnel on this planet that's beating this right now. I am telling you. There you go. 16-year-olds, 3 hours of setting it up, booking in calls, €7. You're not beating this. I'm telling you right now. By the time you've set up your domains, this guy's gonna be booking in a bunch of calls. You know what I mean? Setting up your domains and warming them up. So as you can see, this is how we basically set up the ads. We go to business.facebook.com, which is just the business manager, and we set up 5 ads. As you can see, he's got 6 ads running here. And we're booking in calls all day, every day. I'll actually break this down for you. So first of all, without traffic, you're gonna stay broke. It's as simple as that. So let's get that out of the way first. So let's talk about how you go about getting traffic. So I guess this is part 2, getting into this actual steps of generating traffic now. So we've got the offer, we've got the niche, we've got the pricing. That's, again, your offer is subject to change, by the way, if you're just starting out, because I know you think you've got to have your offer first and then ads, which is what everybody says. You've got to have a validated offer first and then take it to ads. I honestly believe that's the wrong way around, bro. I honestly believe it's the wrong way around. The reason why I say this is because when you start running ads to an offer that sounds okay, let's say you create an offer, but it's just what you call a hypothesis. You set the hypothesis first. I think my niche will want this based upon the research that I've done. You then go and say those things in an ad, a 60-second ad, or you can get a video actor to do this for you. And then you take that ad to market, you start running ads to it, and guess what? The market will tell you if they want the offer or not by the number of clicks you get and the number of book calls you get. You don't get no book calls like Knox here. Look, proof's in the pudding. Knox said, remember what Knox said? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He changed his offer. This is what I'm trying to say. He changed up his offer. He changed everything. And he basically reset him from scratch. He wasn't smart. He ended up spending $500 over 3 weeks and only booking in 1 call. He then spoke to me and he went back to his original offer, relaunched the ads, boom, started booking in calls at $20 each. What does that tell you? That tells you the market, that should tell you right there, this case study is on the screen right now. This should tell you that it's actually the market that determines what they actually want and what they don't want. So you sitting in your bedroom or your office or home, coming up with these offers means shit, because when you take it to the market actually decides what they want. It's almost like, you know, like when you guys watch, I don't know, Red Pill content or Fresh and Fit content. I know you guys have probably watched some Fresh and Fit. It's almost like, you know, like when those girls rate themselves a 10 out of 10. You know, like when a presenter goes to a girl, hey, what would you rate yourself out of 10? And the woman goes, I'm definitely a 10. And she's like, a 2 out of 10. No offense to the girls, they're very delulu, but we'll get past that. We're not going into Red Pill Andrew Tate shit right now. The problem with rating yourself is that you forget that it's the actual marketplace that actually determines your actual. For example, you can't say you're a billionaire and act like a billionaire if you've got $10 in your friggin' bank account. You could pretend you're a billionaire, but you're not actually a billionaire. You could pretend you have 10 out of 10 looks, but if you're getting 2 out of 10 results, you're probably a 2 out of 10. You could pretend that you've got a great offer, but if no one's clicking on your ads, you're getting the 2 out of 10 offer results, you've got a 2 out of 10 offer. That's what happened to Knox. Take a look. He went back to his old offer, now booking in calls at $20 each. Why? Because he has a good offer. So I honestly think your market determines how good your offer is. So you need traffic first. Traffic determines your offer. I'm telling you, it's people have got it backwards. I think this is one of the big things that I can definitely die on. This is my hill to die on. People have got it backwards. I think you need traffic first, or what should I say, a hypothetical offer first, then traffic, and then you refine your offer over time. Because you're gonna get on more calls with people, and the people that don't close, you're gonna just ask them, what is it that made you not buy today? What specifically would have made you have bought? What specifically, what would you need to see that's different in order for you to buy this offer right here? And then they'll tell you, and then guess what? You change your offer to reflect those things that they actually want. And then guess what? All of a sudden, you've got a good offer. This is how I did it with agency transmutation. I posted a bunch of YouTube videos on my channel, just me growing my agency and just failing and fucking up and then making some wins and then making some money and then scaling it and eventually getting this beautiful apartment that I'm sat in right now. And then people are like, oh my God, do you have a program? I'm like, no, I don't have a program. You should probably make a program. I'm like, no, I don't want to make a program. Please make a program. Guess what I did? Made a program. Guess what happened to that program? It was very successful. Made me 500 and something, probably over almost 600K or something like that from that one program. Why? Because the market told me what they wanted. This is why it makes no sense to cuss or curse at course sellers. It makes no sense because you cannot beat the market's wants, needs, and desire. It's almost like getting mad at football players for making 200 grand a week. You can sit there and get as mad as you can. But the problem with that is that you're not realizing if it weren't for the demand and people actually wanting that, then the football players would be making no money. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna fight the whole market and the way people are just because you're not involved in it, on it? Of course not. That's the market telling you what it wants. The market rewards you directly proportionate to what you bring to the market. Never forget that. So without traffic, you stay broke. It's as simple as that. Steps, here's what you're going to do. Number one is, first of all, I need to get you out of this mindset. Stop being in the mindset of make money online without investing any money. Please get out of that mindset. So I know you guys think that, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get 10 grand a month and blah, blah, blah. I'm not spending no money or anything like that. I'm just gonna do it all organically and blah, 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 do it cold average. I'm telling you, you can do it that way, but it takes you years, bro. It took me like 3 years to do that. It will keep you unnecessarily broke for a very long time. You're better off ripping ads like Nox did, Jay did, Jibril is doing, Tamino's doing, those cases I just showed you a second ago, and getting clients that way. It's not that expensive. Tamino's spending €7 in booking in calls. Nox is literally booking in calls like $20 to $40. Jay, booking in calls at $18 a pop. It's not that expensive. So get out of the mindset of, I'm gonna make money online without ever investing any money ever. Because it's gonna keep you broke, unnecessarily broke, for a very long time. Next thing you're gonna do is, now that you're out of that mindset, what I want you to do is this. Here we go. You're gonna script out a 60-second ad. You can write it out if you want to. You can use ChatGPT to help you write this out. But basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna record one ad that has like what you call your body, justification, and your call to action in it. I'll explain this in a second. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna have this one ad, and you're going to have 5 different hooks that you can then place on that ad. So it would be, can you imagine, I want you to imagine a editing timeline. If you guys have ever used any sort of video editing software, you've got this piece of video. Let's say you've got a piece of video here. This piece of video represents a 60-second snippet. This 60-second snippet is your body of the ad. That's the body. So it's the middle bit and the back bit. And then the front bit is just this little piece here, which is a hook. You're gonna have 5 different hooks, so 5 different entries, or 5 different intros, excuse me, and you're going to attach intro 1 to body 1. So now you're gonna have a, let's call it 80-second video. You've got it's 20 seconds on the hook, probably a little bit less than that, and 60 seconds on the body. So it's the same body, just different hook. You're gonna record 5 hooks, 1 body. You're gonna put your hooks onto that body. Now you've got 5 different ads. Each ad has the same back end bit. So you're gonna sit down like I am right now. You're gonna keep the same clothes on, the same location of the camera, everything, and you're gonna speak into the camera. You're gonna say your 60-second ad. If you want some ad scripts, just DM me on Instagram, or just click the link below, or whatever it is, blah, 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 or just go use ChatGPT. Same body, different hooks. Hooks get put onto the body. So hook 1 goes onto body 1. You export that out. Now you've got one ad, which is hook 1 and body 1. Then you've got hook 2 going onto that same body. So you delete the hook 1 off of the body. So now you've got your 60-second body again, and you put hook 2 onto body 1. So now it's hook 2, body 1. You do the same with hook 3. Hook 3, body 1. Hook 4, body 1. Hook 5, body 1. And eventually you will have 5 different ads. Ensure that these ads are clean, they look good, you're speaking clearly. And if you can't do all of this stuff, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recommend you go to Fiverr. You're gonna go to Fiverr and you're going to write your hooks. You're gonna write 5 hooks, 1 ad. And you're going to tell a user-generated piece of, like a user-generated content creator, a UGC creator basically, to basically say these hooks for you. So you're gonna pay, so if you don't wanna be on camera, that's completely fine. Jibril, for example, he's not on camera. Jibril uses video actors. I'll show you 1 second. This guy here that's got too many book calls, he's using a video actor for this. He's paying somebody to record his ads. So he writes the script and then he sends the script over to one of these user-generated content creators. For example, like Kayla here, or Kyla, however you pronounce her name. So Kyla here, you can hire her from literally £21, which is like $25, and you can get her to record 5 hooks for you. So get her to record this is just perfect in fact. She's already got that, look, there you go, absolutely perfect. So she's got the vertical video going on, she's talking into the camera, she looks confident, she's obviously a girl, she's quite pretty, it's going to work. Why? Females just sell better than men. They just do. Which is why most bartenders are women and restaurant waiters are women and whatnot. It is what it is. So use a female user generated, there's loads of them by the way, absolutely loads of them. These people are more professional than you. They speak clearer than you. They have the gear. Look at this microphone setup. They have the lighting set up in the background. They know how to speak to camera. They know how to recite lines. So if you're scared of being on camera, and they have the confidence as well. Forgot to say that. Oh, and by the way, when you create these, you don't need to be judged by your family and friends, because it's not even you talking on camera anyway. You're gonna send them over your script. You're gonna hire them, send them over your script, and they're gonna say that your script for you. Simple as that. Now you have zero excuses to not record ads. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna add captions to your ads. You can use AI to do this for you, or you can just use a simple video editor. Again, you can hire a video editor off of Fiverr as well. Don't make these ads fancy just yet. Make them, when I say fancy, don't have all this crazy Alex Hormozi style editing or Iman Gaji style editing on your reels just yet. The reason why I say that is because you don't even know which words in your ads are going to work. Sometimes it takes you up to 20 ads, testing 20 different ads just to find one ad that works. Make sure you have very good hooks and flashy hooks though, I would say. Like put your hands to the camera or pull some sort of resource into the camera. Hey, this PS5 pad is gonna show you exactly how to go about getting clients. Like how does that get you clients? How's a PS5 pad get clients? See what I'm trying to say? I'm just using random objects. A person to look into who's very good at this is Alex Becker. He built a $100 million plus company through ads, through Hyros, using props. I can remember back in the day when he was selling his e-commerce dropshipping course, I believe it was, or mentorship program, where he had like a little stormtrooper and he slammed it on the ground, or he had like a dinosaur skull on the camera, or he had like a USB stick and he said what's on this USB stick is going to cut your ad cost down by 30%. No, I literally guarantee it. I can remember one of those ads using props. That's a hook right there. Again, if you need help with this, DM me on Instagram or click the link in the description. I know that you think this is difficult, but it's actually just not. I would actually say it's more difficult to speak to the camera like I'm doing now than it is these ads. Like when I create these ads myself, it takes me maybe an hour or something to write the script. It takes me 27 minutes to write the script. So literally, I'm not even joking, 27 minutes. And then to record it, it takes me a couple takes, a couple tries, so maybe an hour. So an hour and 27 minutes. Again, if you're not comfortable of being on camera, use a UGC creator on Fiverr. I just showed you a live example of this. Here you go. There's hundreds of these guys, by the way, thousands in fact, 5,900 plus. So take your pick. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna set up a campaign on the back end of Facebook, and you're gonna use very basic targeting. You're gonna go broad to start with in your targeting, AKA you can use, and by the way, we have a system where we use AI and ChatGPT to come up with very niche specific or super niche specific keywords that only your niche would be looking for. Like, I'll give you a rough example, like dermatology. Dermatology technically would be like a skincare thing. Most people aren't typing in dermatology on a day-to-day basis. Or I actually use this example in my program. There was a dermatological brand. I forgot what the brand name was, but you would only know that name of that brand if you was in the skincare business and you owned a skincare business, because you needed to supply. Is like one of the main supplies you need if you're a skincare business owner. So only skincare business owners would be using that said keyword. I would never have guessed it. I used ChatGPT to come up with the idea, threw it into the back end of Facebook where you can do your targeting, your interest targeting, and it actually was an interest thing that you can target on Facebook. Now, that is going to be filled with pretty much business owners. The reason for that is because the average person isn't looking for dermatological brands that supply skincare businesses. You see what I'm trying to say? Hope that makes sense. Another example would be a shingles for like roofing companies. A roofing company knows what a shingle is. See what I'm trying to say? Most people aren't typing in shingles on their day-to-day life. The people that are doing that are typically highly enthusiastic about roofing for some reason, or they own a roofing company. There you go. Next thing you can do as well, if you want to get smart with this, is, and I probably shouldn't even be dropping this on Facebook, but you know what? I'm going to do it. So listen close to this one. What you can do, which is absolutely genius, is you can get somebody off of Fiverr, and this is a ninja secret. You can get somebody off of Fiverr. I definitely shouldn't be putting this on YouTube. You can get somebody off of Fiverr to go and scrape you a bunch of leads in your industry, or you can use something like D7 Lead Finder. So let's say you're in a roofing and you want roofing company client owner or solar panel company business owners. You can go and hire somebody off of Fiverr to scrape you a bunch of emails. I'm talking like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 emails, right? You guys know this. This is what I was known for originally on my YouTube channel. Like literally, you guys know me as a lead scraper. That was the original thing that actually got me my first $50 online. Quite literally, I just taught an agency owner how to scrape leads. Anyway, scrape leads, a big list of leads of people in your niche. And then what you can do, instead of emailing these leads, you know, you got 3,000 leads in an email list, what you can do is you can upload it to back end of Facebook, and you can use it as a custom audience and a lookalike audience. So you can plug it into Facebook and say, look, this is a list of 3,000 people in my niche. They're all roofing companies above 20 grand a month. I want you to find more people that look exactly like these people, that share affinity to these people. And then what you can do is create what you call a lookalike audience. So you've got the original audience, and then you've got an audience that looks like this audience here. And you can then run ads to this audience, and to this audience, to be honest with you, and it will show your ads to people you already know are in the roofing industry or roofing business owners, because Facebook has all these data points, so it actually is very good at matching that up. That's what you call a lookalike audience right there. So that's how you can do your targeting. You're then going to write out your offer very simply in your caption. So again, your ad's going to be like, if you're a solar company business owner and you're doing over 25 grand a month, and you want me to just want me to generate you 3 new solar installs in the next 30 days, and if we don't get you that, you literally don't pay, then listen up. And then you go into the body of the ad. Another hook might be solar company business owners above 20 grand a month. Listen up, I've got a crazy idea for you. That's hook number 2. Hook number 3 might be you holding up like a miniature solar panel that you bought off of Amazon. Solar panel company business owners, wouldn't it be cool if I could get you 3 solar install jobs that are worth 7 grand each in the next 30 days and you didn't pay? And then you can throw the solar panel, the little mini solar panel thing over your shoulder and jump straight into the ad. Just giving you 4 banger hooks right there. You can either throw the thing up in the air, catch it, and be like, let me guess, you're a solar business owner. If that's the case, I can guarantee you 3 new solar installs in your business, throw it over your shoulder, in the next 30 days. I'm just coming up with random ideas off the top of my head. Get creative with this, guys. Please get creative. It's actually quite fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like, creating these ads are actually quite fun. Enjoy this as well, by the way. Like, this is actually so much more enjoyable than sitting there like an absolute dickhead and scraping a bunch of leads and sending a bunch of cold emails out like a friggin' noob. Do you know how painful that is? Or sitting there like this, cold calling people. Hi there, I'm just wondering if you can take on extra leads this month. Do you know how many times I said that script? Shit sucked. Now I get to sit, like, do like a cool little intro, slam my laptop, throw my laptop over my shoulder. I literally threw my laptop over my shoulder in one of my ads the other day, obviously landing it on the sofa, obviously. Doing fun little things like that. Ended up closing a 3K client because of that as well. Threw my laptop and ended up closing a 3K client because I threw my laptop over my shoulder. Not even joking. Go on my channel, I literally documented it. So write out your offer as your caption as well. So your ad, your caption is just an extension of your offer. So your offer is 100 or whatever it is. Let's say it's solar companies, solar business owners, 3 solar installs in the next 30 days or you don't pay. There's your caption for your ad. And obviously go into it, and obviously you can get ChatGPT to write you this for you as well. So just keep it very simple. Take your script that you already wrote out for your ads and just turn it into a caption. There you go, simple as that. Launch your ads and ensure they land on the correct landing page. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna launch your ad. They're gonna drop people onto a landing page with no opt-in just yet. I know that you think, shall I do a lead form, a Facebook lead form? Not just yet. You're gonna optimize for flow and then add friction on later. What I mean by that is, and this is something Alex Hormozi says, that you wanna optimize for flow and then add friction later. So you just want basically people, as soon as they click the ad, they go directly to your landing page. On your landing page, you have a giant headline saying, solar companies, I'm gonna get you 3 solar installs in 30 days. If we don't do this for you, you don't pay, and we wire you X amount of money for wasting your time. And then you either have on that page a VSL, which is a video sales letter. If you're gonna have a VSL, keep it within 3 to 5 minutes max. The shorter the better, basically. Literally, I'm not even joking, the shorter the better. Obviously, you can hire a UGC creator to record the video for you as well if you wanted to, which is what I would do if you're not comfortable being on camera. Or you can use what you call a CSL. A CSL stands for Canva sales letter. It's basically a VSL without the video, so it's even easier. So it's just a slide, the presentation slides, long story short. Launch your ads, and then you're gonna make, obviously before you launch your ad, you're gonna make sure it lands onto the right URL. That URL is the landing page. That landing page then has a button on it to then go to your calendar page. Your calendar page, use Calendly. People booking a call through Calendly, they answer a question, you know, what's your current monthly revenue, what's your desired monthly revenue, what sort of budget do you have to spend on ads, and then you could, those 3 questions, you'll be good to go. Ask them what their number is as well, so you can call them. You're then gonna build a tracking sheet so that you can actually make your own decisions and make statistical decisions based on data, so you know when to turn ads off, when to turn them, or when to scale them, when to turn them off, basically. Long story short. So those are the 12 kind of like steps you're going to need to follow in order to run your ads. So rewatch that section back, because I know that I've gone over this very, very quickly. But let's jump into the actual CSL funnel now. So that's the ad and getting traffic. Let's talk about converting that traffic. Now, the CSL funnel is different to a VSL funnel. A CSL funnel, like I said, is a Canva sales letter. A VSL is a video sales letter. Canva sales letter is basically just a presentation slides without the video, and funnily enough, I don't know why, but it works better. It works better than having a video on a page. I don't know why. I believe it's because it's very interactive. People can click through the slides, go back through the slides, look at your slides, read the slides, and I think it soaks into their brain a little bit more, and then they book in a call. And I think the reason why is because the market's getting sophisticated. They're so tired of seeing VSLs that they're very aware to it. They're very privy to it. They know, oh, you're just trying to sell me something. See what I'm trying to say? So if you're in a saturated market, use a CSL instead. So if you cannot convert traffic, I know that we said over here, if you can't get traffic, you're gonna stay broke. It was down on the page. But if you can't convert that traffic, you're also gonna stay broke. So it's as simple as that as well. So steps to converting traffic. You're going to use ClickFunnels or Go High Level. It doesn't matter which one. I don't care about the automations and blah, 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 blah. You don't really rarely need them anyway. Most of the time when people tell you to use Go High Level, it's because they've got an affiliate link and you guys fall for it every single damn time. Once again, they're chasing clicks, which is your clicks, to their Go High Level thing. Crazy how you can't see it, but you do it all the time, every day. But anyway, long story short, but you don't use it for your own business, which is crazy. Go and get ClickFunnels or Go High Level. I do recommend one of these 2 software. Either is gonna be good for you. Forget creating a website. What you wanna do is you wanna create a funnel. A website to me is something that has like a navigation bar on it, then it has all these different blog articles and this thing and that thing and like 6 different services listed on it. Those don't convert. Those don't convert. In fact, there was a study done that the more stuff you have on a website and the prettier your website is, like the more cool it looks, the prettier the features, and it looks like Apple's website. There was actually a study done. The better and prettier your website looks, crazily enough, converts less. Not to say that you need really ugly websites. It's just that because there's so much distractions on the page and there's no real end goal of the page, it converts less. Whereas a funnel, there's only one button on the funnel. It's literally book a call, book a call, book a call. There's a slide presentation, big headline at the top of the page, slides embedded. Below that, there's a button. It's the only button you can press. They land on a calendar page where they can book in a call. So there's only one option for them to do, which is click the button or, leave. I guess that's 2 options then. So what you can do is then on this particular page, you can either create a 3-minute VSL. So that's a 3-minute VSL. If you don't want to do it yourself, hire a UGC creator, or you're going to use a CSL. CSLs outperform VSL. So pro tip, either do this yourself or use AI. Or see my link in the description. You can copy and paste the templates because we have the templates in there. What you're gonna do though, is you're gonna embed your CSL/VSL on your landing page. To do this, it's literally copy and paste. I'm not even joking. You copy the code onto your website. That's literally how you build this. It's just a blank page, text at the top. The embed thing, which is the CSL or VSL, is just a copy, like a link. You copy it and paste it, embed it onto your website now. Your button then obviously takes them to the next page. You're then going to connect your domain and verify it on Meta. You go to, if you don't know how to verify a domain on Meta, literally just go to Google and just type in verified domain, Meta domain, or just type in how to verify domain on Facebook. There you go. Then you're gonna add your pixel to your site. And by the way, all this is copy and paste. Add a pixel to your website, to your funnel, because you wanna make sure that you're tracking who's landing on your page from your ads, so you can track data and track how many people are booking in calls. Just like how Tamino is right here. So you can see that if I zoom in on his particular ads. You can see how many link clicks he's getting, but furthermore, you can see how many book calls he's getting. As you can see, he got one book call for €7.55. There you go. And the way how he's tracking that is through what you call a pixel, and by setting up what you call custom conversions. I won't get into any of this too much right now. Just know that this is just a piece of code that you paste onto your website. So when people land on that particular page, it fires off what you call a custom event. That custom event is then tracked in the back of the Facebook, and you can see how many book calls you book. Simple as that. If you want help with that, DM me or just click the link in the freaking description again, once again. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get Calendly for $12 a month, I believe it is, and you're just gonna embed that onto your website as well. So it's not gonna be on the first page, it's gonna be on the second page. So people see the first page, and all they've gotta do is click through your little slide presentations or watch the video on the page. And then if they are sold, they click the button and it takes them to the next page. That next page is just a calendar on there with some questions. You just copy and paste your link to your calendar onto that page and embed it. That's all you do. You can use AI to help you write your ad scripts, blah, blah, blah. Keep it, I believe this is on the wrong thingamajig, but you get the point. Use AI to help you write and do all of this stuff if you don't know how to figure it out. Honestly, if you're lazy, just go and use AI and figure this stuff out. And ensure your ads land on the right page. Test your funnel to see if it actually works correctly. You can then set up automations on Calendly. This is actually very important. This is the most important thing I would say. In fact, yeah, definitely. Set up your automations on Calendly so that it reminds people of their call, and it sends them over testimonials if you have them. If you don't worry about it. You're gonna have to use like industry averages, or you can DM on Instagram and I'll just point you in the right direction. I haven't got too much time to go into all this stuff. Next thing you need to do is once they book in a call, that redirect in Calendly. So you go to Calendly, and when people book in a call, you can literally make it say, okay, when people book in a call and press submit, it redirects into a specific page. And obviously you just want to put your thank you page link, so the page after your calendar page. So there's 3 pages. There's page 1, which is the landing page, page 2, which is the book call page, page 3, which is the thank you page. It's a 3-page funnel. That's it. The third page is your thank you page, saying, hey, it's just a video on a page saying, hey, thank you for booking on a call. Look forward to speaking with you. Make sure you check your email, because we don't do reschedules, blah, blah, blah. So you're gonna make sure you turn up. If you don't reply to our email, we're gonna cancel your call because we think you're not serious, you're not turning up, and it eliminates us having to waste our time, basically. Pro tip, no case studies, use industry standards, averages, and hypotheticals, and even sample pieces of work. Next thing you do now is, now that you've got book calls on the calendar, first of all, say thank you. There you go, thank you to you too, you're welcome. Stop doing fucking cold outreach now, please. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take sales calls. Sales calls, you're gonna have to get amazing at sales for this. Yes, absolutely. So what you're gonna have to do is I know that you probably suck at sales, we all suck at sales, don't even worry about it. So get good at sales by, first of all, swearing an oath to yourself that you're going to get good at sales. And how do you get good at sales? Well, you just do a bunch of reading, a bunch of practicing, whether that's live sales calls or you practice it in the mirror. But what I would do if I was you is I would read at least 15 books on sales. Read books like Spin Selling. Spin Selling is very good. Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff. Never Split the Difference. There's a few books to start you off. Go down that rabbit hole. Keep buying books. Read at least 15. Then I want you to watch at least 100 videos on sales on YouTube, or you could just DM me, click the link in the description. You see why I put together like little programs and this thing and that thing to help people? Can you see why programs exist, by the way? Because it saves you having to do the 1,000 hours or 100 hours of watching sales videos on YouTube and reading 15 books and taking 2,500 sales calls like I have. Can you see why these things exist? So it doesn't even matter if you're cussing all course sellers and this thing, and it doesn't matter. There's a need for it. It's like complaining about footballers getting paid 200 grand a week. You can complain if you want to, but like the demand's there, you know what I mean? Your aim is to book as many qualified sales calls on your calendar that show up as humanly possible. You want to use Calendly to remind people of your calls, and even dial people's numbers to remind them of your calls. If you don't get people to show up, there's no point even worrying about sales anyway. This is why I'm going in on this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna connect Calendly to your Zoom account. I recommend using Zoom and recording all your calls. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take them through a script that gets them to admit their current situation, break down their desired situation, and then it bridges their gap to say, I'm here, we wanna be here. And then what you do is you insert your service and how you do things as the unique mechanism that's going to help them go from point A to point B. I call this the bridge script. Sam Oven used to call this the alchemy script. I've got a video about this on my YouTube channel. I'll be coming out with a new video on the sales stuff very soon. So stay tuned for that for sure, because I know that some of you guys wanted that. So shout out to you guys that asked for that. I'll definitely put some sort of live breakdown of a sales call or whatever it is on YouTube, or I'll just put some sort of sales training on YouTube for you guys and update it for you. There is one on my channel already. Somewhere, go look for it. I don't recommend, by the way, using a pitch deck. Use a Google Doc. I call it the Google Doc close method, or the whiteboard close method, where you literally pull up a whiteboard, not a physical whiteboard like Charlie Morgan, you friggin' YouTube video, an actual whiteboard like I'm doing now, like on my screen. And you can use a pen and start scribbling out their objections, and you know, the cost per lead is this, and the cost per this is this, and this and this, and this is how much you're gonna pay us, and this is how much you're gonna bring back. Therefore, you're gonna get an X return. Just do little things like that because it looks live. Don't use a pitch deck. A pitch deck is like a slideshow presentation where you're presenting some crap. What you're gonna do as well is within the bridge script, which is why I'm probably gonna have to come out with a YouTube video about this, is you're gonna pull out their objections, and you're gonna do this throughout the call, so they don't just randomly at the end of the call hit you with, oh, I need to think about it. Oh, the price is too high. So what you need to do is you need to pull out those objections at the start of the call, and as you're going through the call, with specifically engineered questions that pull out those objections before you even get to the price section of the call on your offer. So I'm gonna explain that in another video. Pro tip, when people book a call, ask them these 3 qualifying questions as well. This is a good little pro tip for you. When people book in a call for your ads, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna text them. You can do this manually. I recommend doing it manually, having an actual conversation with them. You can use AI to do this, I believe. You can use that some Go high level automations to do this. What you want to do is you want to ask them these questions. What made you book in a call, and what made you think our system would work for you, or your unique mechanism? Let's say your unique mechanism is called the ABC system. Hey John, just saw that your call came through on our calendar. You booked it through one of our ads. Honestly, super excited to speak with you and really love the application that you filled out. Just a quick question. What made you think that our ABC system would work for you? Oh, okay, I get it. You can even ask them, I'm guessing you've tried other solutions. How did they go? Then they give you an answer back. This is you having a conversation with them. Okay, and then you ask them, so what sort of budget are you working with roughly to get your ads off of the ground? This is a good qualifying question because obviously it shows you whether or not they've actually got the money to afford your services before you even get on the call, so you don't waste your time. They answer that back, and then you ask them, okay, and if that's all good, you ask them, okay, and is this something that you're looking for our help with now, or is this more of a later thing for you? So now these are like heat check. This is like a heat check. This is like a budget. This is a budget check. This is a heat check, and this kind of gets themselves to sell themselves on your service. Like why did you decide to book in with us? What made our system sound like it's gonna work for you? Why do you think it's gonna work for you? There you go. Obviously, Word D is better than me. I'm just doing this very quickly, but your aim is to do realistically, when you book calls, you want to do as much as the selling as you possibly can before the call, so that when people get on the call with you, they're already warm, they're already seen testimonials or this thing or they know that thing about you, they know how your system works. So you want to have conversation with these people. You want to treat them like leads, basically. Even though they've booked a call on your calendar, still treat them like leads and warm them up before the call. Send them resources, case studies, this thing, that thing. Warm them up before the call, please. And if you don't have any, if you can't do this, you may need to switch to like a 2-call close method. I won't speak too much about this right now, but basically it would be having 2 sales calls instead of 1. So now it comes to closing, guys, which is pretty simple because you should already have some sort of Stripe account or some sort of payment processor. I personally like to use Stripe and PayPal. I prefer Stripe over PayPal, honestly. And then what I do is I use simpleinvoices.io. That's just an invoicing software, by the way. It's not a payment processor. A payment processor is something that I can actually process transactions. Something like Simple Invoice is just an invoice tool. It's just the look of your invoice. I know it's crazy to pay $8 a month for that, but I recommend it. It's just really easy to create invoices. So you want to send over an invoice of $2K a month, and you can put it as like a subscription type thing for 3 months, and you charge them automatically for 3 months of $2K. You send that over, they pay that on the call, and it's connected with your Stripe. So as soon as they pay on that, it goes straight into your Stripe account, and you get that beautiful notification that you've just received the payment from so-and-so for $2,000. And then what you want to do is you want to send over your clients over onto an onboarding process, which is just a series of like 3 to 7 videos, which is just a link. Again, you can build this on Go High Level. You can build this on ClickFunnels. It's just literally a page with a headline on it saying step 1, and then that video on there just explaining what the first step is to getting working with you. Second step is, you explaining how to sign the contract. Third step is you explaining how to get communication set up. It's basically all you need for onboarding. Set expectations, that's all it is. So that's your onboarding process. Then you get them to click a link and it takes them into a Slack. For example, you can invite them to Slack, or if you want to use WhatsApp Business or whatever it is, or however you want to communicate with your clients, that's how you do it, guys. And that right there, guys, is how you're actually going to scale a business and how you're going to make 10K in the next 30 days. If you want to do the maths on that, I recommend aiming for a $100 roughly. You can get this lower than this, but worst case scenario, aim for a $100 cost per book call. Nobody in my program right now has a cost per book call over $115 or something crazy like that, which is very, very, very low. Very, very, very low. I know it sounds expensive, but the average VSL funnel, which is video sales letter funnel, converts at about $250 to $350 for one call. So to use the CSL and get calls booked in your calendar for $20 like Knox is, or like $18 like Jay is, or to get calls booked in at €7, which is like $11 or whatever it is, like Tamino is, insane stuff. So you want to aim for like a $50 to $100 cost per book call, depending on what niche you're in. And then remember that you're going to have a no-show rate of about 50%. So that basically means if you book a call at $20 and you book 100 of them in a month, you just spent $2,000 on ads, for example. But you generated, you generated 100 calls. Out of those 100 calls, 50 show up. Out of those 50 calls, you can close a lot. If you take 50 live calls, you're making some stupid money. You see what I'm trying? You see why this is so powerful, and I recommend you sticking to it. And again, stay away from freaking cold outreach. Anyway, I hope this was very helpful to you. I hope that you can see all this good stuff. Follow this, rewatch this, download this video, keep studying it over and over and over again. Stay away from cold outreach. Stay away from all this AI stuff and all this crazy stuff. You don't need that. You just need a simple funnel. You need ads, simple funnel, and a book call. And this is all you need to do. I've called this this system here has passed what you call the little brother check. I have this thing in business where I say to myself, would I genuinely teach this to my little brothers if they needed me? I'm a big brother to 2 little brothers. I love my brothers, and I've got a little sister as well. It's funny enough, it's her birthday today. Shout out to her. I would 100% feel comfortable, not even comfortable, I would be joyous teaching this to them, because I know I can sleep at night knowing I've just taught them the absolute best system on the fucking planet to book calls in and make money. Without a doubt. I wish somebody taught me this when I was first getting started, because I never would have done cold outreach. Not even once. Not even once. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Rewatch this back. I am not even joking. This is worth its weight in gold. And if you got any questions, drop me a message on Instagram at montel.gordon, or click the link in the description. Go check out the landing page and all that good stuff. And if you decide to enroll into the program, I'll see you in there, because we've got all the templates and the sales training and the scripts and the ad scripts and the ad examples and the live examples, and how to set everything up, and the targeting you need and everything you need to set this stuff up. But honestly, you can go find that. If you don't want to enroll into that, you can pretty much within reason figure this stuff out online. But if you want the shortcut, that's when you click the link in the description. Anyway, guys, love you guys. Please, please, please use this, because this honestly is the greatest gift on the planet. And let me just finish off with some final words. There is nothing on this planet that's more important than learning this system, because this system is how you're going to profitably turn $1 into $3. And if you figure out how to do that, turn $1 into $3, you rinse and repeat it, rinse and repeat. You put $3 in, get $9 back, $9 in, $27 back. You keep going, you keep going. You put $1,000 in, $3,000 back, $3,000 in, $9,000 back, $9,000 in, $27,000 back. You figure that out, I am telling you, you can have whatever it is that you friggin' desire in this life. I am telling you, there's nothing more important than figuring this stuff out. You figure that out and you can have everything in this life. It's the most important thing you can do and be spending your time on through to 2025, 2026, 2027. However long it takes you to master this stuff, focus on this. Stop running around like headless chickens. Anyway, guys, drop me a DM if you need me, or click the link in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Peace.